2023 Acura Integra A-Spec technology package. Proof that you can have a successful relaunch of a historic nameplate in this day and age. Nostalgia sells, plain and simple. The further we stray from our youth of our high school and college years, the more we yearn for the days where our backs and joints didn't ache. To before the time when you had the injury, and to an age where the cold steel reality of life hadn't beaten out the optimism from you. The late 90s through the 2008 recession saw a bunch of boomer-bait nostalgia cars, from Chrysler PT Cruisers to SN197 Mustangs. But after the post-recession optimism that saw a lot of newfound investment into small cars and alternative powertrains, the 2010s would start chasing market trends and profit margins again, leading to the abundance of crossovers, the sedanocalypse, and the burgeoning trend of bringing back nameplates to attract Gen Xers and millennials who are now aging into their own nostalgia, and hopefully, pocketbooks. You saw everything from fantastic recreations over modern designs, such as the current Ford Bronco, to blatant nostalgia cash-ins such as the Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. And this is where I tell the story about the 5th generation Acura Integra, chassis code DE, launched 14 years after the last Integra would be sold in Japan and 21 years after it'd leave America. This is a great comeback. Oh, you were expecting the greatest premium-ish compact front-wheel drive car in the world based on your high school memories of a 1994 Type R? I'm sorry, the A-Spec Integra isn't that car. Nothing today is gonna be that car. But like lesser Integras before, the A-Spec is still a great car. Taking where the Civic Si left off and applying more quality materials, more technology, and maybe a little bit tighter build quality, the Integra A-Spec earns its premium price over the Civic. This is a fantastic little commuter. This is a car you can make your commute suck less. It's comfortable, and it's quiet enough that you burn through the miles and ignore the world around you, but still spicy enough that you can churn off onto a country road and allow that scenic route to bring a smile to your face. If you want a proper performance car at a decent price, try the Type S, the Acurized Honda Civic Type R. That's the car you are looking for. But I am here to cover the best of the rest, the Integra A-Spec technology package. Following the end of the 3rd generation's run in 2001, the 4th generation Integra would be renamed the RSX in America to go with Acura's new alphanumerical nomenclature. Even though that car was an Integra at its heart, the lack of Integra name kinda led it to get looked over by those who didn't know any better. Following the 2006 model year and that model's end, Acura didn't really have anything to replace it with. It had already introduced a compact sedan in the TSX, but it didn't have a coupe to replace the RSX. The RSX's place in the lineup would be empty until 2013, when the even smaller ILX sedan would slot underneath the TSX. And while the ISX would only be available in sedan, it would carry on the spirit of the Integra of old. While a good car in itself, sales would always kind of struggle around the 11,000 mark. The ILX just didn't have the sexy name and the spice the Integra used to have. So in the age where every new car increasingly was a reborn nameplate and every new movie was a remake or a sequel, Acura would break from its almost 20-year-old alphanumeric nomenclature to bring back the Integra name in 2022. It succeeded. Sales would double. Sure, it was only available in a 4-door liftback hatch, but coupes are very rare in the 2020s if they're not a dedicated sports car. The return of the Integra name and modern Honda's build quality would finally bring in buyers in an age where the sedan would become an endangered species. Sitting on Honda's Honda architecture platform, the DE Integra would share its platform with the 11th generation Honda Civic, where it's most closely related, the 2nd generation Honda HR-V, 6th generation Honda CR-V, and Acura ADX. The reborn Integra would come in 4 flavors: the base, A-Spec, A-Spec Technology Package, and the spicy Type S. The Type S is its own unique beast, essentially being Acura's Type R, and is a true performance sedan. But the more pedestrian models are still great little cars. Those 3 trims would get the Civic SI's engine, the 1.5-liter 15CA dual overhead cam Turbo 4, producing 200 horsepower and 190 foot-pounds of torque. This is plenty of engine for a car of this size, and you still get Honda's patented VTEC. Most models would mate the 4-banger to a CVT. Reminder that this is the 2020s and this is a small car. Traditional automatic transmissions and transaxles are endangered beasts in themselves, while the Type S and the A-Spec technology package would be available with a 6-speed manual. Oh, and it has a limited slip? Can I get a hell yeah? Yes folks, the Integra is available with a manual. You can stop complaining. They did it. Go buy it. It's right there. Honda is doing their darndest to keep the manual transmission alive with their fun offerings, and we should applaud them for even offering one in this car. And power is only available to the front wheels, no all-wheel drive available. Overall, the Integra is exactly how you would expect an Integra to be. Take the bones of the Civic, make them a little more premium, offer more tech, offer better materials, and maybe tighten those screws just a little bit tighter. The Integra feels like a premium product compared to the Civic, and this is taking into consideration that the Civic has greatly increased in quality in recent generations. While sharing the same 107.7-inch wheelbase as the Civic, the Integra is slightly longer due to it having its own unique sheet metal. This is not a rebadge. This is a proper effort into making this its own thing. As mentioned before, it's a 4-door liftback, so while it does look like a sedan, unlike a traditional trunk, you get a hatch. So, unlike a sedan, you actually gain a lot more cargo space as the normal space between the rear seats is opened up and a lot more easily accessible. Like all modern Acuras, you get a lot more tech compared to the Honda. While on first glance this includes things like the heads-up display on the A-Spec, you even get adaptive dampers and drive modes. You get 4, normal, comfort, sport, and individual, in case that you were feeling especially brave and felt like you could really set up your Integra to your personal desires. On the road, it's a good car. While there is a caveat that I will get to later due to this very model year of Integra, it's a fantastic modern cruiser. While the Type S is the true spice for those who want it, the A-Spec serves the other 95% that don't necessarily need something so special. It feels light on its feet, it's swift, in traffic and normal cruising, it's quiet and comfy. But if you want it, the exhaust burbles and pops to give every child and man-child heart flutters. Shifter, typical Honda mechanical perfection. After years of driving out worn-out shitboxes and trucks, I'm always impressed with how precise Honda makes their shift linkages. True machine-like precision. And there's never any learning experience in trying to find where everything is. It's there with its satisfying engagement. Clutch, however, that is normal Honda light. You know what I'm talking about. While the shifter is incredible, I do wish the clutch had a little bit more heft to it. Not much, but while it does engage easily and is incredibly easy to learn, I just wish it had a little more engagement in my foot. I know, my giant size 14 feet. Maybe it's the bad knees, maybe it's just personal preference, but I just wish there was a little bit more there. And the steering asterisk is great in the twisties. The asterisk is that this car does have a binding effect that led to a massive recall for early year cars. While in the twisties it isn't noticeable, on city streets or highways it kinda binds, resulting when it does release it feels like a little snap in your hands. That means that the minute lane keep movements that you normally don't notice are very noticeable in this car. While not necessarily dangerous, it can be very annoying if you are sensitive to something like that. But there is a massive recall for them. At the time of filming, the owner, Mark, had just purchased this car, and due to a holiday weekend and work schedules, just hadn't been able to get the recall performed in the 3 weeks since he had bought the car. So yeah, there is an asterisk for the driving portion of this car, but it's something that should be noted when buying one of these used. Might be something that, if it hadn't been fixed yet, you can knock the price down a little bit on it. And in the few weeks between purchase and filming of the episode, Mark had performed a little personalization to the car. It did need tires as the factory Continentals were down to the wear bars. While surprised that the dealer that this was traded to hadn't replaced them or even get the recall done, he would replace them with Bridgestones, as well as the factory black wheels. Mark does not like black wheels, but he was able to find these inky Ryzen wheels, I hope I'm saying that right, in its factory size, and I do say they really complement this car's black color. Besides from the tires and the electronic power steering recall, this is still a solid used car buy at 70,000 miles. Mark had been previously daily in a 2005 Toyota Corolla. He also has that 2000 Chevy Silverado from episode 116, but that's more of his workhorse. In approaching his 40th birthday, he was not only feeling that car's age, but its lack of refinement for his commute. While cheap and reliable and good on gas, it was wearing on him. And while initially shopping for an ISX, he did find this 2023 Integra at a great price, and it checked all the boxes for him. Comfortable, reliable, and a manual, so he can be better than all those keyboard warriors who proudly proclaim that they want their manual cars to be sold but don't actually buy them. And as a personal birthday present, he treated himself pretty well. He could have done a lot worse. I'm sure I will, with some terrible Jeep purchase of some sorts. Anyways, the 2023 Acura Integra is a fantastic return for the nameplate. There have been several misses in bringing back historic nameplates, but I feel Acura did a pretty good job here. This carries on the spirit of the original, and while the A-Spec isn't going to be as legendary as the original Type R or current Type S, it's still a great modern small premium sedan in the age where those are becoming fewer and far between. I applaud that Acura is still selling a car like this, and I applaud that they were able to make it a good one at that. You can shut up about it not being available in a coupe. Integras are always offered in other body styles. I can assure you that they wouldn't have doubled ISX sales where if this was just a coupe. 2023 Acura Integra A-Spec Technology Package. Now this is how you properly cash in on nostalgia. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you once again for watching another episode of Wookie Drives. Once again, huge shout out to my friend Mark of Statesville, North Carolina for letting me drive his brand new to him Acura Integra for this show. If you have a car or truck you like to see on the show and happen to be in the specifically Mooresville, North Carolina area, email me a submission of your car at wookiedrives@gmail.com. That's wookiedrives@gmail.com. Once again, that's wookiedrives@gmail.com. Don't forget to give the video a like. Drop a comment with some feedback. Any sort of interaction with this video really helps small channels like mine grow in the algorithm. Share with all your Honda and Acura friends. And finally, don't forget to give this video a like. Don't forget to hit that bell and subscribe for more videos like these. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.
When you think of a game changer, think of the 2023 Acura Integra at Finley Acura. With its style and unleashed performance, the 2023 Acura Integra delivers an unforgettable driving experience. With a 200 horsepower VTEC turbo engine and sporty paddle shifters, this is power you can feel. And the full-color touchscreen puts maps, music, and apps at your fingertips with a seamless connection to Alexa built in. Discover the 2023 Acura Integra at Finley Acura in the Valley Auto Mall or online at finleyacura.com.